Hello there, and welcome back to my channel. So, I hope you have missed me over the course of the last few days, because I was busy, and I was out there fishing over the course of the last few days, and I have thoroughly enjoyed it, having a good break from War Thunder, and just, going out there and experiencing a bit of nature. Where this stretch of water is, I will not tell you, because, well, it hasn't been touched in a very long time, and therefore there are some remarkable fish in there. The thing is, if I would tell you what kind of stretch of water it is, a lot of people would want to go there and try to fish, and then nothing would be in there. There are just too many people living in Germany, so the too many people per square kilometer, whatever, and so there are not that many stretches of water like this left. It's a little bit of a jewelry, and I want this to be preserved. I do practice a little bit of catch and release, but some of the fish I also take home with me. And I have, first of all, to apologize for the early non-audio, because there was some sound issues, so I had to mute it. But later on you can actually enjoy a live bait, not live bait, but a live catch, and also an upcoming catch, which is remarkable. So a lot of people have actually wanted for me to do a fishing video, so here it is. It is my first try with a GoPro camera, but I think for the very first try it turns out to be good. And here we actually have our first fish of the day that is worth showing. So I caught some smaller ones earlier. I just cut them out of the video, that is, and released them back into this pond or the stretch of water. And this is actually a common rudd. In Germany they are called Rotfedern because they have very red fins. A little bit of a small cut here, and here with the net we get the fish out. This is not just any common rudd, it is the biggest rudd that I have seen in my life. And when I say seen, that includes also the prize fishings, etc., etc., and it is pretty huge. First of all, I thought this might be some species that is kind of a crossover, a Kreuzung between a carp and something, because the size, it doesn't really look like this in the footage, but it was 33 centimeters long, which is huge for this kind of fish. It is really huge. They are not even half the size very often, and this is because this stretch of water hasn't been touched in decades. Just recently it got back open. So again, I don't want to tell you where it is, otherwise, people would go out there in hordes and just, oh, this and that. At the moment, it looks a little bit wild. My fishing place, it is one of the first times that I have been there. And yeah, there you can see, that's roughly 13 inches. Yeah. I actually took the fish home with me. I butchered it and I made some nice fillets out of it. I am very curious how they will taste. My aunt is a learned cook, or a learned chef, so she knows how to make the best out of this. There you can see the huge size and also the weird camera angles of the GoPro camera mounted on top of my head, which sounds really weird, but that's just how it is. So the camera is fixed, and so you come across certain issues, because if you're doing something for yourself with your natural behavior, you're looking up and you're looking down, so you're using the you use the fact that your eyeballs actually can move inside of your head, kind of, and so not every action gets caught by the GoPro camera. Here you can see how low my hands are. Normally they are in the center of my view of field, so putting a worm on a hook, or here the bee maggots, then this is just really awkward to catch. So sorry about this. I hope that I can improve on this. The camera actually chopped the video footage in 15-minute parts, so there are some overlays that I have to deal with, like when I caught this common rudd. There was a small cut that was down to the camera, and the ends were not really that nice, so I cut it a bit more, but it's not a big deal. So here you can see me try to find some bee maggots within the containment or the container, or in the small box rather. Yeah, I'm not really used to the words, and I have to look them up before making a video, and then inside of the video I hold on what is actually the word for this. So for example, the common rudd is called Rotfeder in Germany because they have red fins, right? And there are also the roaches, or the common roaches, which are called Rotaugen, red eyes, in Germany because they have red eyes. We'll see a fish later, another one, that also has red eyes, but it's actually the fish that I am after, and I only have, sadly, a picture of it, but in just a few moments you can enjoy a live catch of this fish. And this is done with the feeder to my left, which is presenting the bait on the ground, on the floor of this stretch of water. And then you can hear the audio, which then in this video segment, for whatever reason, was kind of okay. Now please note that the temperature was really hot that day. I just went to the stretch of water from work, and so I was breathing heavily still, and I still had to make some cuts. So I think I have to tell you one thing. There are some more pictures at the end of the video with a bit more commentary on what else I caught. But you know, I don't always have the GoPro camera ready. Then the batteries were empty and so forth. But now here is the live action.
Oh ja. Das war's gut. Ein Schlei. Der Cache. Nie liegt er da, wo man braucht. Oder? Was bist denn du für ein spritziges Ding? Ja, doch, ein Schlei. Geilo, Mato. Oh, Minischlei. Na. Die hätte genau das Maß, ne? Mit 30. 32. Schön.
So, and that's the end of the video, but I have some more pictures for you that I would love to talk you through. So first of all, this picture of this big carp that I caught a few weeks ago, I already showed on Twitter, and you really liked it, at least the guys that follow me on Twitter, link in the video description down below. And this specific specimen had 84 centimeters and 19 pounds or 9.5 kilograms. So that's why some of my rig looks a little bit raw and big, but it's justified if, you know, there is a danger that some of those take the bait. But they are not actually the fish that I am after, and they are too heavy, so they won't taste. So I got this lady back into the water to spawn, and I actually was after those. Those are tenches, and they are just looking so beautiful. The shape of the fish in general, the shape of the fins, the coloring and the texture of the flakes, this really nice golden greenish color, as well as the eye, etc. Again, I was not really able to make that many pictures because I don't want to expose the fish too long to air. They certainly could take it, but I don't want to make them suffer unnecessary. And so just 2 pictures were made, and then this one also got back into the water, as I have now already enough tenches in the fridge, and enough is enough. So I first have to consume some of them. My aunt is a learned chef, so she really knows how to prepare them, and I'm really looking forward to have meals prepared with them. And if my family likes them, I know where to find some more. So yeah, this was the thing that I was up to over the course of the last few days. I hope you enjoyed it. It was certainly a necessary and, in my opinion, well-deserved break from War Thunder. Normal content will resume soon, but hey, if I have now a few days off, I hope you like it, I hope you understand, and that's it for me today. So thanks for watching and thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you know which button to press. See you next time.